Is this going to be another remake that sucks? Or is it going to be a movie I want in my possession? Get it? Possession? I'll shut up.
Welcome to the horror show. To realize there is nowhere to run. Don't know who came to try. Paranoia is hiding alive. Welcome to the horror show. To realize there is nowhere to run. Don't know who came to try. Obsessions rule your mind. Evil Dead.
Oh yeah. And no, not the Evil Dead, because that was the original. And I knew they probably didn't put the in the title because they knew that they're not making the original. They're making their own little movie, and I think that's really smart to do. They kind of did the same thing with Texas Chainsaw 3D. They knew they weren't making the original, but they were making their own thing, so they took away the Massacre. Yeah. My mom loves Evil Dead, the whole trilogy. Even though she's only seen Army of Darkness in the first one once, she loves the second one. So she went with me to see it. And she gave it the same rating I'm going to give it at the end. And I'm not going to tell you what that is because it's not the end yet. Here are my tickets. How should I start off this review? Okay. First things first. Eric's character. He gets the crap kicked out of him. He gets attacked and beaten, and I figured after the first 10 blows he'd die, but he just keeps on trucking along, going on. Everyone in the theater was laughing every time something hit him or stabbed him, and I kind of laughed too. So I was anticipating for this movie for over 4 long, drawn-out years, and it was attempted to be remade so many times, and by the time it came out, it was just so hyped, and I was getting all excited, and then the trailer came out, and I was even more excited. Than the real official trailer came out, I was way more excited. Watched the official trailer like 30, 40 times. Not kidding. I get memorized the whole trailer. I just speak it out right now, but I look like a creep if I did. So I waited and I watched. Was it worth it? Yes, it was worth it. This movie is freaking awesome. This film had so much happening, and I sat quite close to the movie, so my eyes were just bouncing around the screen, which I made sure I didn't miss one thing, and I found myself pulled into this movie more than I ever was in Avatar. I'm sorry, Avatared. I don't like Avatar, but that's a whole nother story. The atmosphere and scenery were not just eerie, but beautiful as well. My theater showed this movie presented it in full screen format, so I do wish it was in widescreen because I felt it would have looked a lot better. One of my only problems I found with this movie was the serious lack of character development. But this movie had a very interesting plot, though. It isn't just friends going up to a cabin for a good time, it's more to do with why they're up there. And the reason they are up there is because they're trying to help one of their friends overcome a drug addiction. I thought they used this very well, mainly because their friends didn't know that she was a demon. They just thought she wanted to obtain some cocaine or something. So, yeah, it worked very well. Not their plan didn't work very well, but the backstory. Just think about obtain some cocaine. There you go. Rhyming words. There you go. Sorry for my crazy actions. I am really tired. It is 2:37 in the morning. I'm betting I'll be done with this by 4. So, it's an all-night long project. You know what? Screw all that. Oh, I'm so tired crap. I just saw the Evil Dead remake Evil Dead. I should be a little bit more excited. You know what? That's what this is for. Rock on, man. Rock on. Another thing I really liked about this movie was the demons. Even though I thought they could have been a little bit more creepy, they still were sinister as hell. They were a cross between Dario Argento's demons and The Exorcist possessed Linda Blair. Mainly for all the vulgar language that came out of those pesky monsters' mouths. Now, a lot of people thought this movie was not scary. I have to somewhat agree. It was very tense and shocking, but I did feel a bit uneasy. Some of it was because of fear, but most of it was because of the gore. Now, let me talk about the gore. Oh god, the gore. This is one of the bloodiest and most gruesome horror films I've ever seen. We get everything from the trailer, plus more. And thank God they used all practical effects, which was a real homage to 80s horror films. Now, gore for me isn't just blood, but it is more like lacerations, severed limbs, decapitations, impalements, guts, and much more. Thank God this film had both blood and gore. So it's a win-win. Some movies just have gore, some movies just have blood. But luckily, this film had both. I actually read the script before I saw this film, and there was some stuff I wish they had kept in, such as character development, dialogue, and the description for the characters was they were more terrified, and I think this was done through the description of their fear. They tell you how they feel, and they do a pretty good job of the movie. Don't get me wrong. But I think they could have acted a hell of a lot more terrified, except for Mia. She did the most perfect job she could ever do. There's also a bit with a demonic coyote, and some shit happens with that, but it would have been cool in the movie. I would give the script for this movie a 5 out of 5 any day. But now, here comes the moment of truth. Was Evil Dead better, just as good, or worse than the original Evil Dead? And, well, my overall thoughts. Overall, I give Evil Dead a 4.5 out of 5. It's just as good as the Evil Dead, but it's done differently. It's not like the same movie. It's made more modern, and it's its own story, so it's a very well done horror film. And it's not like it's comparing the Evil Dead with Evil Dead. It's basically they're on the same level. I mean, I love the Evil Dead for the nostalgia value it has on me, but this one is just so well done that it's equal with it. So, yeah. In their own ways, they're both equal, but in other ways, they're not. So, 4.5 out of 5 from me. I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Movie Reviews. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below, and to leave comments and subscribe. I guess it wasn't 4 o'clock by the time I finished.